So I just wanted to like emphasise why I was going to stop machining this flat area first and do the tapping first, because I knew damn well the hole was going to come halfway in that block, which is not ideal for any drill to come out like that. Luckily, you know, it's not too much of a problem, but it's far easier to do it like this. And on this one, I don't know if you can see or not, whether it was zoom in close enough, but the thread doesn't even come out the bottom, it's nowhere near. So I'll go back now and machine this step onto these ones that I've already tapped. But that's basically why I changed from doing this first to doing the tapping first, because it was safer than drilling halfway through a cut edge. So the next step is to try and centre up this block in the correct place. So I've centred on the nipple in the middle there, so I'm centred up on that in both directions. And like I say, the next step is to try and get this block in the correct place. Fingers crossed I can do that, or work it out at the very least. Right, so I'm starting to set up the fixture for this. So what I've done, I've got the original in there, and I've got this 1 inch round boring bar. So I'm just nestling it into the corner of that curvature. So I'm just going to get it fitted in there nicely, and from there on I'm going to try and put some clamps on or something to hold it. There's not a lot there. I can get a clamp on it, but I need to support it on the other end, don't I? This one's just a little bit, so it might be a case of doing it like that maybe. And plenty of room there to put a clamp on, and probably just enough room to put a clamp on here. This is what I'm going to use to support the back of the leg. So yeah, that'll work. So I think that is the position. Right, that looks like that one will work. Let me bring that around to suit me a little bit better. This one I might have to put a proper clamp on, like so. Bugger, not long enough. Right, that will work like that. Shouldn't get in the way, hopefully. Right. Get on the centre there. Oh, everything's moved. Haha. Right, nestle it back in there. That looks good to me. Right, one thing I've got to think about is obviously the other parts are going to be a bit bigger here. So I might need to make a little bit more room for them. Like so. That will probably do. Now, I had to tweak all the setup yesterday because basically this wouldn't fit round here. Also, I couldn't quite get at these bolts easily. So I've had another rejig and I've got everything hopefully about right. I've obviously had this on here, nested it into the 1-inch bar, and it all seems to work okay. Also, I realised that I'm only hanging this on 2 M6 bolts, so I've got to be a little bit gentle with my approach, but it should all still work okay. When I machine this top, I'm going to have to do a little bit of jiggery pokery just to make sure that I don't hit the clamps. But everything seems to be working quite nicely. It's definitely firmly clamped down. I don't know whether you can see the bolt just poking through there. Maybe not, but it doesn't really matter anyway. But they're about 1 mil back, because obviously I've got about ½ mil to come off this. So first thing is get this squared up along this edge. So I square it up down this edge here, and then I've got to work out what rotation I've got to get this way to get out of the cut. So with that, let me square it up. Right, so I've pretty much got this done. I'm not going to show you setting it up from done it. Well, since I've done it anyway, I can't show you. But basically I know where the centre is. If I move it one way or the other, the same distance, I could halve the run out, but it's there. Okay, so what I've done is I set up my angle finder, and I basically scribed a mark on there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, so I've scribed the mark on there. That's the angle that I need, which is about 137 degrees. And basically I've just used the pointer there and run the table to and fro until I've got that angle. And I've marked it on the front there, so I know where that position is. So I've got a mark which is dead square, which I can bring it back to. There we are. And I've got a mark for my angle. So theoretically, I am all good to go. Just got to be gentle, machine nice and gently, and wow, just get on with it. So I've done my first one and it worked out absolutely beautifully. I was really pleased with the way that came out. So this is the one I'm going to film. Obviously you've just seen me mark that, just like proof of concept. That's a close-up view of it. So that's where that corner radius is going to be, and we're taking 1/2 mm off this, which works out as about right when you consider that little mark there. And first thing first, take off that excess. The line is 25.7mm, so that's what I'm coming down to. I will keep bringing it out and measuring it just to make sure